Hey guys, Blaumagier here, and we're back with another episode of Let's Play Dragon Quest III. On the last episode, we got the red orb and the blue orb, and this episode we're going to continue on and go ahead and get the green orb. And I don't know why I got in the boat, because I need to go to Portoga. Now you can actually do this anytime after you get the final key. I actually kind of forgot about it, but once you get the final key, head back to Tadanki. Almost forgot the name of the town. Anyways, when you have the key, head back to Tadanki, and you need it to be nighttime. Because if you remember what the message on the wall says during the daytime, that the prisoner wishes he could have given the orb he had to someone while he was alive. And as we already know, the people are only alive in that town at night, because they have been cursed by Baramos. So we're going to take care of that real quick. But after we get done with that, we will probably be doing a lot of grinding, because I've already done everything there is to do right before going to Baramos Castle, except for two things that are a lot tougher than the stuff I've been doing. And then Baramos Castle itself, you need to be a lot stronger for. I like how this place is just far enough away from Portoga that just sailing there, it will be nighttime by the time you get here. So that's something that's kind of cool. Anyways, just go in the jail and talk to him. Oh, I've waited so long for this day to come. The day that I would meet the hero. Here, please take this orb. And we get the green orb from him. Take the scattered orbs to the south, to Liamland. You must place the 6 orbs on the altars there to receive what you desire. Alright, so now we know where we need to go with the orbs once we've got them all. Anyways, like I said, we need to do some grinding. We need to get everyone, except for our hero, to level 20 so that we can change their class. I'm only going to actually change classes once for each person. Now, I made Area Thief because I plan to make her a soldier, and I don't want her to be super slow, and thieves get really high agility gains. I'm going to make both Katie and Sarah into sages. And then once we class change, we need to do some more grinding to get them at least back up to 20. But by the time we go through Baramos' castle, probably going to need them to be around 30, preferably 32, so your sages will know barrier, which will protect you from ice and fire spells. But anyways, I digress. I'm going to do my leveling up around Dharma Temple, and I'm going to cut until some levels are gained. So see you guys in a bit. Alright, we got a new enemy here, the Catula. At least I think it's a new enemy. Either way, it's not a very strong enemy, as you can see here. And they're about the same as cat pyres and such, just a little bit tougher. Alright, I'm not sure if I've gone over these killer apes and Ramors before, but the killer apes are really weak. They'll die in one hit, pretty much. And the Ramors aren't too bad, except they can cast Fireball. Just like that. Alright, here we got Matali. We've seen him before in the Gaia's Navel, I believe, but it ran away before we could kill it. Now, they're pretty hard to hit, and they've only got like 3 or 4 hit points, but if you can kill them, you'll get a lot of experience. They'll cast Blaze and they'll attack, or they'll try to run away. And in this case, we actually managed to kill one, and we got about 1,000 experience from them. And Katie reached level 18. Got some nice stat increases, and we learned defense. Sarah reached level 19. Some nice stat increases. Anyways, the presence of the metal slimes, or Metalli as they're called here, is what makes Dharma an ideal location for getting that last bit 220, as well as re-leveling up once you class change. Anyways, I'm going to cut again until some more level ups come around, so see you guys in a bit. Alright, we got a new enemy here, the Bruin. He's not too threatening. He has a pretty powerful attack, but I mean, we're strong enough to kill him pretty quickly. Alright, Joshua reached level 18. Decent stat increases, and we learned Stop Spell. That'll be a valuable spell against Baramos. Alright, Eri reached level 19. Decent stat increases. Alright, Katie reached level 19. Nice hit points and magic points. Pretty decent stats all around. And she learned Awaken. So I guess that means she can wake up sleeping party members. Alright, Joshua reached level 19. Decent hit points and magic points. Decent stats all around. And we learned Repel, which will make weak enemies no longer encounter us while the spell's active. And Sarah reached level 20. Decent stat increases, and now we are ready to go into Dharma Temple and change her class. Now, because she is a jester, she can change into a sage without using a Zen scroll. So we will go ahead and change Sarah's class to sage, because as a jester there is no reason to keep her as a jester for any longer. And that's all we will do for now. Now when you change someone's class, all their stats are halved and their level becomes 1 again, and all their equipment is taken off. Well, in the NES version all their equipment is taken off. In this version it leaves on the equipment that they can use. I forgot that I have equipped some items that change the personality. Anyways, I'm going to rearrange my items, so I will see you guys in a bit. And Sarah reached level 2. Pretty crappy stat gains, but they're going to be crappy until she gets up for a while. Also, another thing I want to note is if all your people reach level 20 at the same time, you should space out the class changes, because they do become really weak until they level up to about 10 or so. Then they'll be about on par with where they were. Anyway, Sarah learned Expel, and she reached level 3. Nice hit points, decent stat gains. And Sarah reached level 4. And Sarah reached level 5. And she learned Ice Bolt. And Sarah reached level 6. Decent stat gains there, and she learned Speed Up. Alright, Eri reached level 20, which means we can change her class, but I'm going to leave her as a thief for a little bit longer. She'll be the last one whose class I change. And we're going to continue to try to get agility on her. And she learned the last ability for the thief, Seek Out. I'll show what it does when I get a chance. Sarah reached level 7. Some nice hit points there. We learned Upper and Surround, 2 spells we're familiar with. Upper, which of course increases a party member's defense, and Surround makes an enemy have lower accuracy. And Sarah reached level 8. And Sarah reached level 9. She learned Sap, which will lower an enemy's defense, Sleep, which puts a group of enemies to sleep, and Outside, which will escape from a dungeon. We've all seen these spells before. Alright, I'm going to show off one of the abilities that I haven't shown off yet. The Jester ability, Whistle, which instantly gets you into a battle. That's another thing I didn't mention. When you change classes, you keep the abilities that you've learned. Alright, here's another spell I haven't shown off yet. Gale. And we're going to show off Ice Bolt. Hopefully this doesn't actually kill all of them. It's a pretty weak spell, Gale is, but I just wanted to show it off. I never actually used that spell. I'm not sure if we've seen Executors before, but they're just like Kandar, except not as beefy when it comes to taking hits. I believe I've got another spell to show off. Well, Awaken. I haven't actually used it, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It will awake everyone in your party that's asleep. Speed Up's pretty self-explanatory. And I haven't shown off Blaze, so we'll do that now. Unless, well, I guess we'll do it in a later fight. Alright, now we've got a chance to show off these spells. Speed Up will increase everyone's agility greatly. And Blaze is just a rather weak fire-based attack, I believe. So on the next turn, everyone will go before the monsters, just because we're that much faster now. I don't think Blaze actually hit. That's right, because spells... I targeted an enemy that had already died. Spells still won't target something that's dead. Alright, so we reach level 10. Decent stat increases, and we learn Fireball and Increase. Fireball, which we know does a moderate amount of damage, fire damage to a group of enemies, and Increase will, I believe increases your party's defense. Alright, now we have a chance to show off Blaze, finally. Which does a small amount of fire damage to one enemy. I doubt we'll get the chance to actually use it. We'll show off Fireball if these guys somehow survive. Which they didn't. Alright, Sarah reached level 11. Decent stat increases, and we learn Antidote, which of course cures poison. And Bang, which does a decent amount of damage to all enemies on the screen. Which I'll show off in the next fight that I can. And there's Bang. It missed the Metali, of course, and it missed the first Nev. But usually it'll hit all enemies. And Fireball will, of course, hit a group. I'll try to show off Fireball in the next fight I get a chance to. Alright, I should be able to use Fireball in this fight. It'll do a moderate amount of fire damage to an entire group. Of course, there was only one enemy in that group, so... but it was still decent damage. Alright, Joshua reached level 20. Decent hit points, MP, nice stats, and we learned Retain, which I believe is another one of those spells related to the Remember line, and I don't know how those spells work, to be honest. Of course, reaching level 20 has no real significance for our hero, since he can never change classes. Alright, Katie reached level 20. Nice hit points, MP, nice stats. And we learned Disperse. Sarah reached level 12. Decent stats. And we learned Gale and Return, which we already know what they both do. Now Katie is a high enough level to change classes, so that's what we will go ahead and do. Now she has the Zen Scroll, so we will be changing her class to Sage. Now the only reason you would ever have for keeping a mage or a priest from becoming a sage immediately is if you wanted the sage to have better stats to start with. Honestly, I don't think it matters because this game is easy enough without, you know, min-maxing your stats like that. And I also think that the level ups tend to skimp on your stats until you get to about where you would have been anyway, so I really don't bother with it too much. So we're going to go ahead and change her into a sage. And that's all for now. Oh, by the way, doesn't this look like a swastika up here? I noticed that and I thought it was odd that they would have this thing that looks like a swastika in the freaking temple where you change your class. What were the game designers thinking? Alright, Katie reached level 2. And she reached level 3. Alright, Katie reached level 4. And she learned Upper. And she reached level 5. And she learned Ice Bolt. Alright, Katie reached level 6. And Katie reached level 7. Ari reached level 21. I'll probably change her class at level 22. And Sarah reached level 13. And she learns Slow and Stop Spell, which we already know what Stop Spell does. And Katie reached level 8. And she reached level 9 too. She learned Fireball, Increase, and Outside. And Katie reached level 10. And Katie reached level 11. And Sarah reached level 14. She learned Heal More and Firebane. Firebane being basically a more powerful version of Fireball. We'll go ahead and show off Firebane here. And it does attack an entire group, just like Fireball does. Except it does far more damage than Fireball. Of course, that one missed. Usually it does around, I think, 30 to 40. And one thing I want to note is if you fight around here, and you have a thief particularly, Nevs are a great way to farm Pachisi tickets, because they can both drop it as a chest and have it stolen from them by a thief. And Joshua reached level 21. Decent stat increases. Katie reached level 12. Learned Bang and Return. And Katie reached level 13. Learned Slow, which just lowers the agility of a monster, making them have their turn later in the round. And Sarah reached level 15, and she learned Numb Off and Rob Magic. Rob Magic, of course, which drains MP from an enemy. We've seen it used on us by cannon boxes, I believe. And Ari reaches level 22, gets some decent stat increases, and that means we are finally going to change her class. I really wanted to get her agility as high as possible. It's 98 right now. The reason for this is because I'm going to turn her into a soldier, which typically get almost no agility gains. And one thing I want to note about a thief is that at level 20, after level 20, they won't learn any more abilities. So unless you're wanting to keep getting agility, there's no reason to keep them as a thief. And we're gonna make her a warrior. I said soldier, that's what it is in the NES version, but warrior. And we are done. We will not be changing anyone's class for the remainder of the game. Now, at this point, you may want to make sure that you've got the best equipment you can for the people, for where you've been. Pretty much, for the most part, the equipment that I had is still usable by the new classes, but I may have to relook at Aries' equipment since she became a soldier. And, yeah, we need to level her up some. I'm going to continue to grind until everybody is at least level 23. Then I should be alright until I reach Baramos' castle. So I will see you guys in a bit. And area reach level 2. Pretty crappy stat increases. Just reach level 3. Nice strength. Everything else is pretty bad. Level 4. Again, strength. Everything else is pretty bad. Area reach level 5. It's getting a little better, but still not great. Level 6. About the same as last time. And area reach level 7. Got decent hit points that time. I think we're going to finally start getting some decent stat increases when she levels now. And area reach level 8. And area reaches level 9. Nice stat increases that time. And area reach level 10. Really nice hit point gain there. Nice strength and stamina too. And Katie reached level 14. And she learned Firebane. And Aerie reached level 11. Decent stats that time. And Joshua reached level 22. Nice stat increases. Aerie reached level 12. Decent stat increases. And Sarah reached level 16. Nice stat increases. And learned Awaken. And Aerie reaches level 13. And Katie reached level 15. Nice stat increases. And Aerie reaches level 14. Nice hit points, nice strength and stamina. And Aerie reaches level 15. And Sarah reaches level 17. And learned Blaze More. Alright, now I'm going to show off Blaze More in this fight. It's a big fireball. I'm not sure if it attacks just one enemy or if it attacks an entire group. I think it just attacks one enemy though, which would make it a more powerful version of Blaze. And I totally screwed up showing it off in that fight. It does a lot of damage, actually. I don't know, that couldn't be right. 90 damage? That thing must have been weak to fire or something. And Katie reached level 16. Kind of crappy stat gains. But she learned Rob Magic. And Joshua reaches level 23. Really nice stat gains. And we learned Firebane. Aerie reached level 16. Nice hit points. Well, nice stats all around, really. Alright, area reach level 17. And Katie reached level 17. And she learned Blaze more. And Sarah reached level 18. And learned Defense, which I believe actually lowers the defense of your enemies, a group of them. And X-Ray, which I'm not sure what it does. Okay, X-Ray will inspect unknown chests. I guess this is good for figuring out whether or not a chest is a mimic or something. And area reaches level 18. Alright, Joshua reached level 24. Nice stat increases. And Katie reached level 18. She learned X-Ray. And Sarah reaches level 19. And learned Step Guard. A very useful spell that we've needed a few times actually. And we will need in the future. Actually the very near future, to be precise. Which will allow us to not take damage when we step over poison marshes and other damage panels. And area reaches level 19. Nice stat increases. Alright, Katie reached level 19 and learned Step Guard. And area reaches level 20. And Joshua reached level 25. Nice stat increases. And Sarah reached level 20. And she learned Snow Blast, which is actually a pretty powerful damaging spell. I'll show off Snow Blast in this fight. It should attack a group, I believe. Yes, for a decent amount of damage. Alright, area reached level 21. Nice hit point increase. And Katie reaches level 20 and learns Snow Blast. And Sarah reaches level 21 and she learned Disperse and Bykill. I don't remember about Disperse, but I know Bykill is a very, very useful spell. It will increase the attack of a single ally, so that's very useful. And Joshua reaches level 26. Got some really nice stat increases and learned Zap. Alright, now I've neglected in showing off some of these spells here. We'll start with Zap, which will damage one enemy with a lot of damage. 78 damage, not bad. Alright, now I'm going to show off Fire's Bane, which will do a fair amount of damage to a group of enemies. Very similar to the Fireball spell, or that family of spells, I mean. And area reaches level 22. Alright, Katie reached level 21 and learned Bykill. And area reaches level 23. And Joshua reaches level 27. And Katie reaches level 22. And she learns Beat, which is an instant kill spell. And in one more level for her, and we will be ready to continue on with the game. Alright guys, I'm running out of time for even 2 parts for this video, so I'm going to have to cut it here. We'll pick up with the grinding in the next video. So if you like my video, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, tell your friends about it, and I will see you guys later.